This is Solid Snake. You're listening to the Weekly Beat. So pay some damn attention.
This is the Weekly
Oh yeah, what's going on, everybody? We're late, but we're here. We finally made it. This is the Weekly Beat podcast, live on digital. We're not on digital. We're on Digital Noob, but we're not live.
We
on
are,
digital.
but we're not
Well,
live.
actually, yeah, we're live on Digital Noob. We're live on Twitch. We're live everywhere.
We got so many live feeds going, I don't even know where we're live.
Oh, I know, it is. That's exactly it, too. You can't control them all, you know. Wherever you may be, we thank you for making us a part of your day. There are many podcast choices out there on the internet, and of course, we always appreciate you guys tuning into our show week in and week out. This is your boy, A to the P, Albert Perkins on the mic, aside as always with...
Wiggity.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we got some good stuff here for you guys this week. We actually going to be giving away another game.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. I thought it's been a little while. I was like, let's go ahead and there's this game coming out, and I was like, you know what? I think this would be a really nice one to give away. So I'll tell you the game here in a few. If you guys are watching us there on Digital Noob and following us there on Facebook, you know what that game's gonna be. So stand by for that. We'll give you more info on that here later on in the show. So yeah, I don't know. Might as well just go ahead and dive on into
we'll
this.
dive right into it.
We got some pretty good news topics here for you guys this week. I think you got the first topic, right? You got some Xbox news for us?
Yeah, I mean, if you've been paying any attention, there's been quite the controversy.
It's been going down this week, man. I was like, should we maybe the main topic should be about Xbox, but I was like, we already had a topic with Xbox before, but I was like, let me just incorporate it as the first news topic. So
yeah, so a lot of controversy here. Microsoft had a little bit of a leak that happened this week.
I love leaks.
Veteran tech blogger hauled off and revealed that the Xbox 720 will be revealed on May 21st.
Oh, there it is. Boom. There it is. That's huge.
Is Paul Thurrott, I believe is how you pronounce the name.
Okay.
Thurrott, who busted this news. And also said that the release will be in November.
Okay.
And that it will probably not be backwards compatible, which we kind of assumed anyway.
I mean, gamers are just going to have to realize that these things aren't going to be able to roll backwards compatible. It's just not going to happen, you know?
No.
So it's just a matter of realizing that and just moving on from there, you know? So that's not a big surprise.
Yeah, no, I mean, the last one wasn't, the 360 wasn't backwards compatible without an emulation.
Right.
So I assumed that this would not be either. Now, he also said that there will be two models. A $500 model.
Okay.
And a $300 subscription model.
Oh,
now, he doesn't elaborate as
Interesting.
to what that is. But he also kind of elaborated into the mounting evidence that suggests the next Xbox will be always online.
Oh, it'll always be... Oh boy.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing like that a lot of gamers have a lot of problems with, always connected online, because there's a lot of gamers are just like, my internet's not the greatest, what if they're out in the Midwest, they don't have an internet connection,
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of, I don't know, like I kind of don't like that, if it means you can't play the Xbox at all if you're not connected online. Like, I feel like I've had this conversation with you guys before, right, with this, like, I don't like that, but whatever, I guess, so.
Yeah, and then it actually, Adam Orth, who is Microsoft's creative director.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about this dude. Yeah, didn't he come out like last week and say something?
He came out
like,
and said something similar about this.
He's like, yeah, he just told everybody to just deal with it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like,
basically, he said it's unconfirmed. He says whether it's voluntary, basically, like you said, he came out and said deal with it, which essentially was,
wow,
it's an always-on console. He says every device is always on. Now, always powered on, maybe that's different than always online.
Right. Right.
So when people kind of had a little bit of an outrage about it, basically his exact quote was, "Deal with it."
That's not good for PR, folks. Yeah.
No, now, and according to Game Informer,
Uh-huh.
Orth resigned. Although it's currently not known whether it was a forced resignation or if it was a voluntary resignation. My guess is it was forced.
Dude, my man got fired. You don't go out and say something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude got fired. They were just like, deuces, roll on out of here. You know, we don't want anything to do with you. You got horrible PR. That's what I think. I think he got fired.
Yep. Well, yeah, it puts a damper on the whole company.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're almost leaking information at that point.
Exactly, yeah. And like I mentioned earlier, it's bad PR. It makes the company look bad. Because, I mean, if he says that, then it's like, okay, well, everybody's viewing Microsoft's thinking that, you know...
Their standpoint is deal with it.
Right,
Which essentially it is, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
So, we've had a little bit of news there from Xbox, and there was a little bit more that also came out.
Okay.
There is a new rumor that suggests that Rise and a new Forza game will be among the launch titles.
I like
Forza. New Xbox, and that is a report coming from The Verge.
Okay.
And that Rise, which is a first-person Roman combat game, which is being developed by Crytek, has been reworked into a next-gen game and designated to be Microsoft's new Gears of War or Halo kind of launch title.
Oh, okay.
Also, apparently, there's going to be some enhanced Kinect integration into these launch titles. So, I mean...
Wow. Still pushing that Kinect, still pushing that motion sensitivity, huh?
And this is all from IGN, and IGN keeps reaching out to Microsoft, and Microsoft so far up to this point basically has been mum. Just kind of like, not saying anything. Yeah. Guess they're just going to make us wait till May.
As expected, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yep, make us wait till May.
Man.
So,
well, that's right around the corner.
Deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it. Yeah. Right. Very nice, man. That's some interesting information there on the Xbox. So, find out what happens. Stay tuned. We'll keep you posted there on that as always. So, I guess we can move on to the next news topic here. So, you know, we've been knocking this game for a while and everything, but it seems to be finally moving in the right direction here. SimCity. SimCity has announced...
Seems to be a theme of better late than never.
Yeah, right. with our show and now with them, right? But EA went ahead and announced that SimCity for Mac is going to be landing on June 11th, and it will have cross-platform support. So I think this is great. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of SimCity. I haven't had the time to play it like I've been wanting to because I'm playing too much Tiger Woods lately. But... yeah, man, this is great. Fantastic news, you know, for EA finally, you know, releasing, you know, having a release date. Now, here's the question that I have. Will they have any server issues when they go ahead and release this for Mac? Because there's a lot of people, I've been following them on Twitter. There's a lot of people that have been like, yo, when's the Mac version coming out? I can't wait for the Mac version. So, here's the thing. When they come out with this... They're going to have to be prime and ready to go with no issues whatsoever, you know, because otherwise, man, people are going to be really, really, really upset if they strike out again with this release. So, you know, I don't know, man. I'm hoping that, you know, they'll go ahead and they'll nail this one, because if not, man,
they're in trouble.
Yeah, there's going to be hell.
No, and I was reading the article that you got this from. And the good news here is, if you're planning on picking up the Mac version, the way they're kind of doing it is you can purchase the PC version of it and then download the Mac version for free.
Ooh, so that means I already have the Mac version when it comes out June 11th, then, right?
Yeah, according to this.
Now, wait.
And right now, SimCity is only $32 in some places.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a huge deal then.
And EA currently is actually offering 50% off all its Mac titles in the Origin store.
Really?
Which I did not know about.
I did not know about that
might
either.
Have to check that out.
Yeah, right? Excellent. Yeah, maybe I'll pick up NHL again, even though I just traded it in not too long ago. Maybe I'll pick it up again. Yeah, that's interesting.
So yeah, since you've purchased it...
So I should be good to go.
You'll be able to get the Mac
even though I got the disc version though, so I should still be okay.
Should be.
Okay.
Probably just use the same activation key.
Oh yeah, good call. Okay. Cool. That's great news. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be great. Cross-platform support. Are you gonna pick it up, Matt? Maybe we can play.
Thinking about it.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
I know you saw the launch. It probably scared you a little bit.
I'm like, I don't know. We'll see.
Totally understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll, I don't know. Maybe they'll have a nice, smooth launch for everybody here.
I hope so,
you know?
man.
I do too. For their sake. So. Oh man. But yeah, that's the news on SimCity there. Matt, you got some PlayStation 4 news for us there?
Well, I do.
Okay.
Let me just open up the article for you here.
All right, no problem.
Taking a little while to load.
The joys of technology.
Yeah. Okay, so PlayStation 4 pre-orders are now being accepted. Okay.
Ooh.
In the supermarket chain ASDA. Gamers can place orders via a £20 deposit. Almost $1.
Oh. Okay.
Pound. £20 deposit.
Okay.
In store or on the site.
Wow. Excellent.
There's a link to it where we got the article from. It's VG247.
Mm-hmm.
In the article, there's a link to it. So if you're in the UK and you know about this, it's there. It estimates that PS4 will launch this year. Don't have confirmation from Sony on that, but all the evidence points toward it's coming this year, and we should get a release date relatively soon.
Awesome.
So yeah, I mean that's the scoop for you folks in the UK. Start pre-ordering.
Yeah, go ahead and pre-order your PlayStation 4. I mean, wow. Man, I wish I was in the UK. Are you kidding me? I mean, I go ahead and pre-order it, but dude, the issue is you get the version. You don't get the NT whatever version it is.
NTSC.
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't think of it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. But yeah, dude, man, the fact that you can go and pre-order a PlayStation 4 right now. I know we have listeners in the UK. You heard that? You want a PlayStation 4? Go ahead and I'm telling you, man, this might be the time to go ahead and
enjoy it for me.
Yeah, please. I mean, I'm gonna try to get it, but I mean, there's no guarantees, right?
Right.
There's absolutely no guarantees on, if you'll get it or not. Right. So, I mean, but yeah, that's fantastic news, Matt. I mean, go pick that up, guys, for sure. So. Cool. So yeah, I guess we can move on from there. The next topic here. Here we're gonna get a little more serious again. We bring this up every once in a while because we gotta fight the good war, when it comes to video games and violence. And well, here we go again.
Here we
freaking go again. So, California senator came out and said that video games are kind of a simulator and enable killers. Matt, do you agree or disagree with this statement? What do you think? Clearly
I'm not even going to give an answer.
Yeah, unbelievable. I think...
It's so stupid.
I don't understand,
Just because I can fire with my thumbs doesn't mean I can go out and kill somebody.
Exactly. Go out and, pull a trigger. Come on, dude.
Have you ever played video games?
Yeah, it sounds
how unrealistic most of these games are?
Exactly, yeah.
I'm sorry, but you don't get a needler in real life.
No, absolutely not, man. I feel like... I don't know, man. I just feel like more and more people are just like... They're just like, they gotta have their say. Hey, I'm in Congress. Let me go ahead and let me have my say about this whole situation. And, make a whole mockery about it and make a big deal about it.
I wish that someone, again, use my analogy here and ask the question. Okay, fine. So video games are simulators. You being killers is Cooking Mama a simulator to make you a better cooker?
Exactly. I think you talked about that one time.
Does it automatically mean that you're a better cook because you did okay at Cooking Mama? Or trying to think of a couple other games. Sonic. Can you run faster because you played Sonic? I don't think so.
Nah, dude. Nah, heck you no. Not happening. So, I don't know.
Just because I play Mortal Kombat doesn't make me a better fighter.
No, absolutely not.
I play Tiger Woods, I still suck at golf.
Oh, horrible. Horrible at golf. I'm one of the worst golfers you ever meet. I'm terrible. You saw me last year. I mean, we went out there and everything.
Hey.
It was a par 3 course. Dude, I think I got a +8 on it.
You need to play more Tiger Woods.
Clearly. Maybe I'd be a better golfer.
You need to get the move, too. That way it really...
Yeah, that's it. The move. Yeah, right. I don't know, man. You know.
Hey, I played a lot of Plants vs. Zombies.
Mm-hmm.
I can grow sunflowers, and I can ward off zombies. Because that game is such a simulation of reality.
That's it.
You know?
That's it. I don't know. Clearly, you know, this woman, her analogies are blown way out of proportion, and she needs to get her head straight before she goes out in public and says things like this, because it makes you sound, to us that are in the industry, it makes you sound like an idiot. Like, flat out. So, get your facts straight before you go ahead and do stuff like this. I mean, we both have had our own opinions on this. I've wrote an article for crying out loud on Digital Noob about this. I mean, if you know, look it up, it's on there. He's voiced his opinions. We just did again. It's just garbage.
Yeah, I just played Skyrim yesterday, and I was a vampire. So, I guess tonight I'm gonna have to go out and suck blood.
Oh my gosh! Don't. I'm not trying.
It's pushing me to the edge.
I'm not trying to get bit.
I'm gonna go outside and turn into a cloud of bats and fly across the street.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
People, here's the thing. This is the last thing I'm going to say about it.
Go ahead.
We as a society refuse to take responsibility for our own actions and try to blame everything else. Look, if somebody kills a person, that was their own doing.
That's it.
They made a conscious choice, or we're crazy, and did it. You can take the video games away, and I can pretty much guarantee you that the same thing's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
There were murderers in the 1800s. There were murderers in the 14th century. You know?
Oh, yeah. It hasn't changed. Not much has changed. Yeah.
It throughout time, it has happened. And you know what? A lot of these parents blame games.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should blame yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just a bad parent. You ever think about that?
Yeah, maybe.
Take more active interest in your kid's life as opposed to letting them become depressed sitting around while you're out doing whatever you're doing.
Giving them their little devices. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe I would have had one whenever I was a kid. I don't know. But I enjoyed going outside and playing,
right.
You know, Release.
If you think your kid is playing too many video games, then tell them to go outside. End of story.
Yeah. I had a great childhood playing outside in the summer. Yeah. It was great. I wasn't sitting around on my device all the time.
My parents wouldn't let me.
Yeah, they're like, get outside.
It's called being a good parent.
That's it.
But we want to blame everybody else. We want to point the finger at everybody else instead of just manning up and calling a spade a spade.
I can't tell you how many times during summertime I was outside playing basketball in my driveway. Like, all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I play games.
Riding bikes, playing baseball, basketball, hockey.
Right. Yep, and I'd play games. You know, during those hot summer days, I'd be inside playing games. But once it started cooling down, I was outside until like 11 o'clock at night playing basketball.
I can tell you right now, I've played more games since college than I did before that.
I think I did
easily.
Too. Yeah,
easily,
absolutely. Yeah,
it's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be. I had to lighten it up a little bit.
So let's move on.
That's what we do. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah. I've lost track of the show now. I started singing there. Our next topic. Yeah, I think Splinter Cell. Yeah. Next topic. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, folks. So next topic I got here. Splinter Cell Blacklist has been confirmed for the Wii U. So we got some good news for the Wii U. Let's give it.
Oh,
there it is.
They are getting a game that simulates killing people. Awesome.
Oh man. So yeah, months after being speculated, rumor speculations that it was it going to come out, was not. Nintendo officially confirmed. Ubisoft Splinter Cell Blacklist is going to be coming out to the Wii U. This is great, man. It will be released alongside the other versions on August 20th. So, this is great, man. Nintendo says that the Wii U version will feature gamepad-oriented enhanced gameplay features, which will involve both the touchscreen and motion controls. That sounds kind of cool. Maybe working, Sam Fisher's gadgets, with the with the Wii U controller.
Yeah.
I need to start playing my Wii U more. I really do. Like, it's just sitting there.
Gotta start justifying the price.
I do, because it's just sitting. I'm looking.
I'm looking at it right now.
It's right below our camera. It's right below the camera. I'm looking at it. It's just sitting there.
It still has plastic on the front. It's sitting right. It's right here.
I didn't take it.
I'm about to turn the camera around and point it right at it.
Oh, I would, but like I don't feel like getting up and doing all that. But yeah,
it doesn't even have fingerprints on it.
Yeah. Oh, well, here's the thing. I played it, and it does have fingerprints on the side. It's just that the front of it, I left the plastic on there just because like I was like, oh, I want it to be all
just
as
in
new
case
as
you wanted
can
to
be.
return it.
That too, I guess. I don't know, man. I just I just haven't gone into it.
Hey.
You know,
we need to do, you know.
Yeah, maybe this will be the game that'll do it, though. You know, I think this might be the game that'll do it. And more good news: Injustice: Gods Among Us will have Wii U support for the gamepad only. So if you want to play Injustice: Gods Among Us on the Wii U, you can just go ahead and play it just on the gamepad. Turn off the TV, you know, like you can in New Super Mario Brothers U. So I think that's pretty cool. So there's some pretty good news there. A couple games there for the Wii U. You know, one of course coming here in a couple weeks. So I think this is great. And speaking of which, this brings up to the game
it's a good
giveaway
point to
here.
Transition to this.
Yeah, you like that? You like how I played that? That's how we roll on the Weekly Beat. Smooth transitions, 80% of the time. But
60% of the time it works every time.
Until the show falls apart. So yeah, but yeah, we got some. I'm gonna go ahead and you know, announce this. We're gonna go ahead and give away Injustice: Gods Among Us for you guys, the listeners, for free. So basically, how are you gonna
deal
go
with that?
Yeah, how you deal with that? Yeah. So basically, yeah, if you're interested in that, all you have to do is go into our Facebook page. If you haven't liked us already, go ahead and like us. Make sure you do that first. Once you do that, go ahead and comment on our page and let us know your favorite DC comic hero or villain. If it's not DC comic character, then I'm not gonna count it. Yeah, if it's like you know somebody from Marvel or something, then I'm not gonna count it. It has to be DC character, DC comic character, hero or villain, your favorite. So go ahead, hit us up on our Facebook page, like the page, let us know what your favorite hero or villain is, and you'll be entered. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna keep that contest open here for 2 weeks. I think we're gonna leave it open here for you guys for a while. So and matter of fact, next week, whenever we continue it, we're gonna announce an additional way for you guys to go ahead and enter in on the contest. But for this week, Facebook only, like our page, let us know what your favorite villain or hero is from the DC comic book universe, and we will enter you into our Injustice Gods Among Us contest. So there you go. Boom. That's what we do on the Weekly Beat.
How many podcasts do you know?
They give away games.
They're giving away games.
Not
like
many.
Once
Not
every
many.
5 months.
Yeah.
If
Seriously.
that.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, it was probably about 90 days ago we gave away Far Cry 3 to our friend Devontae Lyles. Yep. Who, by the way, Devontae, if you are listening and watching this show, you are allowed to enter the contest.
You are eligible. Don't worry.
So, yeah. You have a chance to win 2 games for the Weekly Beat, although it probably would be highly unlikely because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people entering on this one. So,
yep.
But yeah, there you go. There's the info on that, and go ahead and check it out. So, good stuff. But yeah, I think that I guess that pretty much wraps up our news for this week.
Yeah.
And what can I say, man? This brings us to my absolute favorite part of the week.
Howard loves this.
Oh yeah,
loves it.
I think more or less I just like pushing this button for the. Oh yeah, that's right. It is time for our app of the week, and you know what? Our app of the week this week, we had to go with, this.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know this music, then
you obviously don't like golf.
Yeah. We're huge golf fans. I actually became a golf fan probably within the last 5 years. I really wasn't into it that much. But
I suck at it.
I suck at it too. And I've been playing it for 4 years. And I don't think I'm going to get any better, but I'm going to keep on playing it, But this app, It's near and dear to my heart because the tournament is near and dear to my heart. Folks, we are talking about the Masters. The Masters is going on right now, as you may know, golf fans, and just entered the second round here. And folks, if you're interested, you can go ahead and download the Masters app. And that application, I'm pretty sure it's free, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
yes, it is free.
It's free.
It's got live video. It's got news.
Yeah,
it's got the scorecard.
The scorecard.
Leaderboards. You can tag your favorite golfers. It's got all their statistics, photos, everything.
Everything you need, you know. It's a tradition unlike any other. The Masters, you know. Always wanted to do that with the music going on in the background. By the way, that is David Loggins. He wrote he composed this music, so credit to him on this music, so we don't get in trouble.
Right.
You know? So yeah, but yeah. What can you say, man? It's a great tournament. I've been so busy that I haven't had the time to actually sit back and watch the tournament, man. Like I opened it up on my phone, and yeah, I've been just busting my butt
this
at work.
Weekend.
Yeah,
golf.
Absolutely. Yep. It's actually televised on CBS, I believe, tomorrow, Saturday at 3:00. But obviously, they tee off before then. What do? You open up the app. You can go ahead. If you have an Apple TV, you can mirror it.
You can.
Like that's what I did last year. I sat there and I just watched the Masters all day long. Now, I know a lot of people probably think golf is boring, but there's something about this tournament, man. Like I said, it truly is.
I used to find golf extremely boring on TV.
Oh, yeah.
And I worked at a golf course.
Oh, yeah,
so
you worked for years. You worked at the Butler Country Club, yeah.
So we golfed all the time.
Right.
Just for some reason, I couldn't get into it on TV. But now I watch it, and it's like,
it's not bad, yeah.
My grandfather watches it. My uncle watches it. My father-in-law and I watch it together. You know, he was over the other day. We were watching golf.
Oh, okay. Man.
I enjoy it. You know,
it's
get to see the nice scenery and
green jacket. You know, you win it all. Like I said, it's a tradition unlike any other. The Masters, and now you can download the app.
Yes, you can.
So yeah, folks, that has been our. Yeah, that has been our app of the week. So check it out, the Masters. Tradition unlike any other. I think I've said that enough, but I just like saying it over.
You need to make that
over.
into a soundbite.
I do, dude.
A tradition unlike any other.
I think I just
the Masters.
I think, like I said, I think I just liked saying it over and over again.
Gonna sue you.
I know. I think I just liked saying it over and over again with the music in the background. I think that was part of the problem, right? Like keeping that going.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was fun. That was a really fun segment to do with that music. I just let me just shut up. So
it's
we
no
can
barbershop quartet. But it's still pretty good.
No, yeah, the barbershop quartet was just awesome. That was just cool. So. All right, yeah, I guess we can dive into our main topic here.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a real good one.
Yeah, and I already know the answer.
I got a list lined up on
You got a list lined up.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, so this will help out a little bit because I actually didn't prepare very much for this. Because I have one company in my mind.
I'm pretty sure we're on the same page with this one.
I figured so much. Our main topic this week. So there's a lot of information that came out. You know, what company was voted the worst company in America? It was EA. But
back-to-back champs, baby.
Yeah, you know.
Back-to-back.
Got those 2 rings, you know. But, yeah, this week, you know, we wanted to go ahead and dive into what do we think are some of the worst video game companies in the industry. Now, before we go into this, I think we should also mention some of the best companies, too.
Right.
And I can tell you right from the top of my head, I think the best company in the video game industry right now, hands down, in my opinion, is Ubisoft. I think they got it going on, man. So many just well-polished games when they come out. You got the DLC, the way they keep their games updated without bugs, and it's really efficient. You know, I think they just do a really, really great job, and I think they're probably hands down the best company in the industry. Who do you like?
Ubisoft's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many of them.
Gotta say BioWare's up there.
BioWare. Yeah. Man, Bethesda.
Yeah.
Naughty Dog.
Oh, Naughty Dog. I forgot. Oh, man. The Last of Us. Hello.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. Square Enix is normally pretty good.
They are.
I mean, they have some misses too, but I mean, for the most part, I think they've done relatively well for themselves. You know?
Right.
I mean, I think the first couple we mentioned are the top of the list.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, far and away. Probably Bungie, when they release games, Bungie.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
But,
when
I mean,
they do
they're
it.
taking
It's
their
not very
time.
often.
They're
but
taking their time.
You can see why, because whenever it comes out, you can tell they just did a fantastic job on, what they worked on. So
Yes. I mean, I would say Sony as a whole is pretty good. I mean, all things considered, you figure they're giving you a free network.
right.
Their console, to me, is the best one on the market. That's my opinion. I've never had any issues with it. I mean, they're giving me free games as part of the PlayStation Plus. There's always patches, firmware updates.
Yep.
I mean, the Vita, for all the criticism that it gets, in my personal opinion, is a very nice handheld device.
I think it is. Yep.
So I think Sony's a good company in the video game industry. I mean,
Absolutely.
obviously, you're going to say Microsoft is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Despite the developments
Nintendo-
going down, Nintendo's got some issues.
Now,
That's one that has some issues right
Nintendo
now.
is one that I was going to mention on the opposite side of that. I'm not going to say they're the worst, because they aren't. I just think they could be a really good company still.
They could be great.
I think right now they're kind of in limbo.
Yep. They got a lot of money, though. That's the thing that's hanging them on, right?
Yeah, I think from a developmental standpoint and a connection to their market standpoint, they're kind of in limbo. I think they really missed the boat.
Yeah.
Twice now.
Yeah, twice. Definitely twice. Now, I think if they do it again, I think they're done.
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think of other companies who have really gone down the wayside. Sega,
yeah. Rest in peace. I mean, they make games every once in a while, but
yeah, not very often.
the problem with Sega is, my friend and I talk about this at work a lot. They kept, instead of like moving up to the next console, they just kept adding on to the current console with the Sega Genesis. They added the 32X, they added the Sega CD to the side. Like, they added all this stuff to the Genesis. It's like, dude, just come out with a new console. And when they finally came out with the Sega Saturn, nobody was really interested in it, And then, of course, they came out with the Dreamcast, which was a great console ahead of its time, but then the PlayStation was like, get out of here.
Yeah, done.
And they just finished them off.
Yep.
So, I don't know. They should have came out with the Saturn probably, within 4 or 5 years after the Genesis, and I think they would have been okay.
Yep.
They'd probably still be here today.
Yep.
I miss Sega. I really liked them.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it was a great console.
It was.
So.
Valve.
Yeah, Valve. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
a big one. Valve is a very successful company in the game industry.
Oh, yeah.
Very highly regarded, highly thought of. I know me personally, every single game that I have played that they have put out has been top-notch. And even, I will go as far as to say, currently, a company who is on pace, in my opinion, to become a big player in the game industry is Apple.
Really?
I think
you
so.
mean with all the apps and everything?
If they really wanted to, I think they could get in there.
I think they could come out with. Did you? Oh yeah. Knocking off of this for just 1 second. Did you see on IGN their April Fool's joke?
Yeah.
That was good. They had a console on there. It was like, oh, Apple's coming out with a new video game console. I can't remember what it was called, but I mean, it was well played. It looked just like an Apple PR commercial, promoting the console and everything. It was funny. So check that out. It's on IGN.
But I do think from like a mobile gaming standpoint, Apple, their games on iOS for the most part run flawlessly. I mean, developers do a good job working with their hardware.
Yeah.
It's a great platform for mobile gaming.
Oh, it's great.
The iPad and the iPhone.
Oh,
just
yeah.
The iOS and general.
iPad Mini even too.
Even Mac OS.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I mean, I think there's a lot of room for Apple to really expand in gaming. But even if you would say, okay, do you consider them a gaming company? Not yet, but if I did, they would be a good company.
Right.
Obviously.
I've been saying it for years that Apple should get into the industry. You know, I was like, why don't they get into it?
I agree.
You know, why not?
Now, as far as the worst companies.
Here we go.
EA is at the top of the list.
Yeah.
I know that's the sexy pick, you know, for being the worst company.
But it's hands down. It is hands down. And it hurts me to say that because I really like EA. Dude, I remember way back in the day.
Here's the thing.
Yep.
I like EA Sports. And
I do too.
Some games that are released under EA's name but developed by other companies, like BioWare.
Right.
Mass Effect, you know. It's an EA title, but it's not developed by them. Like some EA Sports titles I like NHL and Tiger Woods.
Sure.
You know,
Madden. Yeah.
But in general, I mean, from just a pure customer service standpoint or relation to their customers, EA's pretty bad. I mean, the microtransactions we keep mentioning. I mean, they're basically nickel and diming.
With the DLC?
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the DLC for Tiger Woods.
Right.
Okay. So even you, he's a season ticket holder.
I got the season ticket, right.
So you pay $24 a year for that, and then on top of it, then they still hit you for $3.99 per course. Per course on Tiger Woods.
I don't understand. You're paying $63 for a game plus tax here in Pennsylvania.
And the DLC is more expensive than the game is.
Right.
There's so much DLC, it's more than the game.
Why wouldn't it be included on the disc if you're paying that much money? That drives me crazy.
And I think it is. I just think they charge it on unlocking. Because our friend Luke, who plays in our country club, said that the courses he just was about to play on in the actual single-player mode were courses you had to buy.
Oh, look at that. Look at him trying to
skip them. You could skip them, or you could purchase them.
Oh, man.
So, like, it's built in there that you need to buy these courses to play certain events.
Right. Oh, my goodness. Dude, that's horrible. I didn't know it was all like that. Like, that is ridiculous. Yeah, and it's not just... I remember way back in the day. I remember the very first EA Sports game I played. It was NBA Live 94, I think, or 95. It was probably 94, I think. It was the year before Tim Hardaway was on the cover playing for the Miami Heat back in the day. And I was back in 95. Yes, I do remember that because I loved the NBA when I was a kid. But I played some, I played NBA Live, and it was great. You know how it comes in? It still does in the beginning. EA Sports. Yep. It's in the game.
Yep.
And back then, it was in the game. It was great.
Yep.
Nowadays, I feel EA has gotten a little lazy.
They're complacent.
Especially the sports
They've gotten complacent.
Yeah.
They've gotten comfortable. Because especially in football, there's no one to challenge them. In baseball, they just gave up on.
They gave up on baseball.
Instead of trying to be better. College football, nobody can touch them.
No.
And even golf. What are you going to do? They have the PGA membership.
Right.
You know, they have the license to that.
You can't compete with that.
Same with the NHL. Now, granted, 2K used to have hockey. But, I mean, really, there's no one to challenge EA in these...
That's the problem.
Niches of the sporting
Because if they're not getting challenged, they're not working harder to make better games.
Right. They just recycle.
Oh, and by the way... The consumers are finding the bugs. Not their QA analysts, not their developers. We are. I'm playing Tiger Woods. Dude, I'm finding the most simplest thing. Adding a score.
Yeah.
The bug's found. Like, I play round 1. Say, for instance, I shoot even par. Round 2, okay, let's see. Okay, I had a better round. I went +2, you know. You add up the first 2 rounds. What's that make, listeners? First grade math. 0 + 2 equals... That's
even.
Right, 2.
Even.
That's what EA thinks. That's what EA thinks, exactly. It gets added up and it'll say even par. I didn't shoot even par. I shot +2. You add those 2 rounds up. 0 + 2 is 2. Obviously, EA, like you mentioned, they think it's even.
Yeah.
That is simple.
Like menu music cutting out.
Oh, yeah. And menu music carrying over from the game loading over.
Yeah.
I'm on my next hole teeing up and I still have music playing in my ear. And it's always the same. It seems like it's always the same music you know, that carries over.
Yep.
It's really strange. I don't understand how they could have missed that either. It's not very distracting, but it's like there. It's like, I don't want to hear music when I'm about to tee off here.
Yeah, just in general, of the companies that are out there that are still prominent in the gaming industry, I think EA is the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of anybody who would be above them in that category, to be honest.
I'm with you, man. I mean, there's a couple out there that aren't.
There's some real duds out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think right now what would be one. Of course, I'm having problems thinking of one right now off the top of my head, but no, EA takes the cake, dog. Like they're absolutely, you know, they're comfortable with their imperfections, but the problem is they have a lot of imperfections right now. You know, when it comes to the way they do things. You know, I do love them though. I still love them. I just wish they would just listen to their consumers and just work a little harder at what they're doing. You know, because it's clearly something that, you know, the consumers are well aware of that they do, but yet they still tend to ignore it anyway. They feel like if their graphics are good enough, then there's not an issue, and that's not what we want. Good games that look good and play good too, and don't have simple bugs where you don't know how to add 0 + 2. That is just so ridiculous. That's embarrassing. That is absolutely embarrassing to me that you would have something like that. I cannot believe their QA department missed that.
I know.
That is just foul.
Don't. I'm looking up companies that we can.
Well, I'm ranting off, going off about him here, but
Konami.
Yeah, they're okay. They're okay.
Not bad.
They're not bad, you know.
Capcom.
That's one. That's it. That's one that I really wanted to talk about. Capcom. They have the potential to be great, Matt. Think about all the games.
They used to be.
They did. Street Fighter, Mega Man. It's just fantastic.
Resident Evil.
Yeah. Oh, Resident Evil is huge.
Devil May Cry.
Right?
It's all Capcom.
Oh, man.
Blizzard.
Yeah.
Great company. Great.
I'm
just ripping through names here. Atari.
Sure. I mean, they're the originators. Yeah, they're gone now, pretty much. Yeah.
They were a bad company.
What about THQ?
THQ.
They were great. They just didn't care. They didn't care. You gotta care, you know. I mean, and I know they have the cash because people are buying their games. They're good enough to buy. It's like, I don't know.
LucasArts.
Rest in peace. Talked about that last week, you know.
Microsoft Game Studios.
Yeah. Oh, there was one that was in my head just now, and it just slipped my mind.
Namco.
It just slipped my mind. Let me think real quick. Oh my gosh, it was a good one too. Oh, it escaped me. Darn it, memory. Why can't you keep up?
I'll keep ripping up PopCap. PopCap.
Never heard of them.
They make you will.
Oh, okay.
Bejeweled, Plants vs Zombies.
No.
Peggle.
Okay.
Zuma. That's PopCap.
Okay, they're good.
Rare.
Yes.
Used to be good.
Battletoads.
Now, here's one we've forgotten, and this is like a sin. Rockstar.
Dude.
There's so many companies that are good.
They're on the verge of being
Rockstar's at
epic.
the top.
Yeah, they're on the verge of being epic. Like I said, Ubisoft was the best. Maybe I need to rethink that. Dude, Rockstar Games got it going on.
I would put.
Man, they're good.
I would put Rockstar at the top, along with like Valve and man, there's so many.
I had one in my head that wasn't.
Well, there's like
good.
Activision,
who
does all the Call of Duty games, but they're kind of in the same boat as EA, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I would say Bethesda's
Dice.
at the top.
Dice is a good one.
Dice is good.
Yeah,
but they're EA.
Yeah,
well,
that's right. Yeah,
they're a developer. EA puts out their stuff.
Right.
But I guess at the top of the list for me is like Konami, Rockstar, Valve, Bethesda, and like, well, see, Naughty Dog's. Naughty Dog's a company, but it's a developer mainly.
Right.
But that's okay.
I said companies in the
Ubisoft.
topic. I mean, yeah.
Companies could be developers or companies.
Yeah.
Okay.
publishers, developers, same thing. Well, it's not the same thing, but you know what I mean. You know,
for this,
we're talking about companies for this, yeah.
You know, 2K puts out a lot of decent games.
Amazing sports games. They the last like 4 years they put out the best basketball simulator ever. Ever.
Well, I know that, but
Ever.
they also work, you know, Fallout.
Yep.
Borderlands.
Can't wait to see what they do with WWE.
You know.
Yeah. WWE 2K14.
When really good developers and really good publishers work together, that's when you strike gold.
Yeah.
You know. That's when you get.
Absolutely.
And that's how EA, I think, EA finds really good developers, like BioWare. 2K, they're just good in general. Valve does their, I mean, they're Valve.
Right.
You know? Bethesda is the same way, you know.
I forgot one. Square Enix. What about Square Enix?
I said Square.
Oh, you did mention them.
Square
Okay.
Enix. They're good.
They are. They used to be great. I wouldn't put them in that great category anymore, though, I don't think.
They used to be great.
Although, however, they were great with Tomb Raider.
Oh, yeah. Did you finish that game yet?
I'm close. I've been playing Tiger Woods, and the last couple days I've been playing Bust Your Butt at Work. But yeah, I will be finishing Tomb Raider hopefully this weekend. I hope. I'm pretty close, I think. I hope. It's so good. Wow. I want to platinum that game, but there's so many.
Oh, there's so much.
There's so much. I don't think it's gonna happen.
So you know what? Of the games at the top of the food of the companies at the top of the food chain, I'm gonna say probably Rockstar is one. Rockstar and Bethesda to me are up there in the top.
Then the best category.
Yeah, and then at the bottom, EA, Sega. I mean, there's some of these companies that are not considered good anymore that have the titles and have the ability to at some point be really good or great again.
Absolutely.
It's just a matter of if they put it together, like Nintendo.
Yep.
I mean, you have the history there. You've got the titles. You've got Mario. You've got Zelda. You've got Donkey Kong. You've got everything.
Everything, yeah. Yep.
They have to put it together and stop coming out with
motion
stupid consoles.
They love the motion stuff, man. They absolutely love.
I get it. And just again, make it an accessory. Bring out a true next-gen console. Start to develop these games for next-gen consoles.
Right.
And take them to the next level.
I agree.
Step up. Take them to the next level. That's it.
Yeah. There's no reason to.
Come on.
We want them to succeed.
want to like Nintendo.
I want to love them too.
I always liked Nintendo. It was my favorite forever. Let's go. Quit pissing around. Get it done.
Uh-oh. He's getting fired up. He's getting fired up.
Let's go.
Wow.
Deal with it.
There it is. There it is. Matthew Wiles, folks.
Man.
You okay,
Gets
buddy?
me going.
I know. It
really does. I don't want to sit here and bash them all the time, but man, they do stupid stuff.
But we praised them earlier, right?
We did.
Try.
Now I'm crushing them again because I want them to succeed, and you're not.
That's it.
Duh.
But
anyway.
Yeah. That's it.
I come across as sounding like Nintendo's the worst. They're not. They're the ones missing the opportunities the most.
Yeah.
EA is just bad with a lot of things they do.
They are.
It's not even that they're just... Let me rephrase. They're not bad. They're complacent. They're lazy. And they are also missing the boat, but they do it consistently. And it's just bugs and lag and the need for patches all the time. And, like, Battlefield.
Right.
Battlefield 3 has been out for over a year. Let's release another version of Battlefield that's premium. Same game.
That's lazy. And that's
we're going to give you some DLC on this one, though. And then we're going to follow it up with Battlefield 4 shortly thereafter. It's a money grab.
It is. Yep.
That's all it is, a money grab.
I know.
And that's the one big issue I have with EA is that they just come across as not caring at all about the consumer.
They just want
their basic opinion is you're going to buy it, So
we're good.
You're gonna buy Madden no matter what. So
we're just gonna push a roster update for you.
Bang.
I don't know. It bothers me.
And the sad thing is that they're probably right.
Yep.
No matter what, people are gonna buy Madden. No matter what.
It always looks the same.
It's gonna happen.
It always looks the same. I mean, it's good, but there's always.
But it does. I mean, it's the same thing over and over and over.
I want new features, man. Like, I mean, there's new features, but there's not like game-breaking features.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I've been going on
like
about
NHL
fans.
They're gonna buy NHL because they want to play NHL.
They should have the ability to push out exactly when they want to push out with these new consoles because they're going to be super powerful. If they can't do it this time, I'm going to just lose all hope and not even expect it anymore, Just be like, forget it. It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. For me, you mentioned your list for best publishers. Obviously, I said earlier, Ubisoft's my number one. Right behind, I'm talking in a dead heap right behind, has got to be Rockstar. Rockstar Games, man. Just hearing that, you can't say Rockstar without smiling. Look, Rockstar. And Naughty Dog has really climbed the list for me as well. There was the one that I was going to mention, and I just can't think of who it was. If I remember it, I guess I'll mention it next week. It's just not coming to me for some odd reason. But, oh yeah, I mean, how about the game, this isn't the one I was thinking of, but how about the game we're giving away, the company that worked on it, NetherRealm. Mm-hmm. NetherRealm has done a fantastic job. I mean, if you played Mortal Kombat, it was a great game. This Injustice, Gods Among Us looks fantastic, Yeah. So, I think this would be one for sure. That would be on the list as a great company. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe EA can turn it around, but my hopes aren't up. You saw what happened with the Splinter with SimCity and just everything else we discussed. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that pretty much wraps up the news for this week and wraps up the main topic and. What can I say? It pretty much wraps up the show.
Give you a trailer of the week, and then that'll be that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, but yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning in this week, as always. Like I mentioned, if you want to, have your chance in winning Injustice, Gods Among Us, go ahead and log on to our Facebook page. Like the page if you haven't already. And go ahead and comment on your favorite DC comic hero or villain. And you'll be entered in the contest. We're going to leave it up for 2 weeks. 2 weeks for you Facebook users. And then we're going to add another way to win there next week and everything. So, yeah, we don't want to limit just to Facebook users. We want to add other people in too. So I'll think of something, and we'll let you guys know about that next week. So. But yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning into our podcast as always. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter at Albert Perkins. You can follow the Weekly Beat podcast on Twitter at the Weekly Beat. Of course, you can hit us up on YouTube, youtube.com // I was going to say. That would have been funny.
Forward slash. I'll show you forward. Right. /
Yeah.
/ forward.
YouTube.com.
He's like binary coding it over here.
YouTube.
11110000101.
YouTube.com / TWB podcast. Subscribe to us on there. We'd appreciate it. All of our shows are on there. You can hit us up. We're on Twitch as well. Hit us up on Twitch. Search for the Weekly Beat. We're on there. Let's see. I am personally on the PlayStation Network. Albert Perk 21, the Wii U Network that I'm never on. Steam, Origin, Xbox Live Network that I'm never on. Albert Perk 21, hit me up.
And Arnold Slick 66 for me on Twitter and Xbox Live, which I haven't been on in a long time.
Yeah.
And PlayStation Network MWaz19.
Nice.
There it is.
Cool, man. Cool. So yeah, I guess that pretty much wraps up this week's episode of the Weekly Beat Podcast, episode number 23. moving right along. So yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning into our show. Be sure to go ahead and enter in on that contest for your chance to win Injustice: Gods Among Us for your platform of choice. And as we always say at the end of the show, don't be
Slash.
That's right, don't be Slash. And as we always say at the end of the show,
beat.
That's right. And you can always put a stamp on that, right?
Slash it.
Yeah, slash it.
forward slash it.
Oh, man. Oh, it's been a long week. We appreciate you guys tuning in this week. We'll see you next week.
See ya. Slash.
All right, slash.
Forward.
Oh, man. What a show. And there we go. What up, Twitch? What up, YouTube? What is going down?
Slash.
So yeah, we got a trailer of the week for you guys as always. As long as my desktop presenter works this week, it didn't work last week. I apologize for that. Hopefully it works this week. It was out of my control. It just stopped working.
Took a slash on itself.
Clearly it did. You're just killing me for that, aren't you? You can't just let it go. He can't. This guy. He can't let it go.
I'll forget about it by next week, so it won't even matter anymore.
Yeah.
Slash.
All right. So yeah, in weekly beat fashion, passion and fashion.
Passion, slashing, fashion.
I'm killing the show. I should just get off and let you just take over. Oh, man. So, yeah, trailer of the week. We talked about Injustice, obviously, because we're giving it away for free. We got the trailer of the week. The Green Lantern Injustice: Gods Among Us trailer. So I'm gonna go ahead and load that up for you guys.
So if any of you weren't sure who a DC character might be, there's one.
There's one right there. Yeah. No.
Go ahead and submit it, I guess.
I'll count it. Why not? So yeah, we got that loading up here for you. Stand by for that. Let me go ahead and it looks like it's gonna run the commercial.
Or if you're
first.
watching this, put Green Lantern / someone else. Then we'll know that you watched live.
Yeah, we actually know that you'll watch and listen to the show. Yeah. So yeah, let me go ahead and launch Desktop Presenter here and hope that it doesn't crash like it did last week, which was an epic fail. I am so sorry about that last week, guys. So there we
Crashed
go.
mid show.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, it pretty much didn't do anything right. When it crashed, it just pretty much just showed my desktop. It didn't show the video or anything. It was just garbage, man. I was so upset. So, but yeah, I think I got the trailer ready. Here we go. Yeah, I got the trailer ready, and Desktop Presenter has not crashed yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to show that. Yeah, we think we're good to go this week. So here's the trailer of the week. Oh, it just crashed. Oh, hold on, it crashed. It just crashed. Literally, we got breaking news, folks. We have breaking news. If I can find it, there it is. We have breaking news.
Desktop Presenter.
Desktop Presenter has crashed once again. Stand by for further developments as I am going to attempt to reopen it. Man, so while
we're here live on the scene,
right? Yeah.
Let's try this again.
I think I need to update this application.
We're gonna open a third session.
Yeah. Good golly. Okay, I think I got it. I really hope I got it. Okay. If it crashes mid-session, I'm just gonna end the show. But I think we're okay here. I'm gonna go ahead and play it now before it crashes out. Thanks again for tuning in.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, stamp it.
Slay.
See you next week. We're back because it failed again. This is just an epic fail. This software wasn't cheap. I paid a good penny for it, and it wants to just crash all the time. And I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think. What can I do?
Try it again.
Okay.
Do you report it when it crashes?
I don't. I probably should.
You probably should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it may search for a solution.
It might, but like I feel like they're like
Macs
EA.
do a really good job.
I feel like they're like EA though. And
well, the Mac may be an update with the Mac software.
That's possible. That's possible.
My printer wasn't working for a while, and it's just searched for the driver update.
Wow, it crashed immediately that time.
Report
Did you see that? Report it. Okay. Wow.
Send to Apple.
Send it to Apple. Here we go. We're live. This is great. Great video, by the way. Great video.
So nothing, but at least they know it's not working.
Yeah.
Properly.
Okay, so I'm going to try this one more time. If this doesn't work, I apologize. We want to have a trailer.
If this doesn't work, we'll just reenact it.
I don't think we can. Have you seen this trailer?
No.
We totally could. I'll let you watch it afterwards. Like, yeah, we wouldn't be able to. It'd be insane.
Or we'll post a link for it.
Wow.
What's it doing down there?
I don't know. The last time you opened Desktop Presenter, it unexpectedly quit. Yes, it did, but we're going to try to reopen it one more time. Okay. God, it crashed again. Okay, no trailer of the week. It's just too much, man.
It's not happening.
Send another report to Apple, and it's not going to happen. This is going to be a big problem for the show. Hopefully it doesn't continue. We'll keep you posted on that. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to have any more trailers of the week. We're not going to be able to show any more screens or anything like that. So, videos.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I'll work on it. Technological advancements. This is what happens whenever, you update things, and we're not update things, but whenever you try to go ham with everything. So, I don't know.
But anyway, go watch the trailer for Injustice Gods Among Us.
The Green Lantern trailer. You can find it on, I was going to mirror it from Game Trailers. You can check it out. It's on Game Trailers. Obviously, it's probably also on YouTube.
Right.
IGN. Yeah.
And we'll be giving away the game for free.
Yep, that's right. So, yeah.
So hopefully that makes up for it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure it will.
You'll be okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Don't be beat. Stamp it.
Stamp it.
Yep.
Deal with it.
Yep, deal with it. / Later.